Welcome back, everybody, to the Punching Out Parkinson's podcast. We're calling this In the Ring with Pop. And today we have two very special guests with us. We're going to be talking about caregivers, the other champions in this fight that we're going through. The wives, the husbands, the daughters, the sons, the people that show up every single day that are quietly fighting the battles that most people don't ever see. I have Frida and Luann with me today. And I want to just start from the beginning with them. And I want you ladies to tell us a little bit about yourselves and what life was like before Parkinson's. I'm going to start with Frida.
Well, Don and I lived a very active life. We love boating, we love water skiing, we love wakeboarding. Most weekends, that's where we were, and we try to sneak out during the week and wakeboard or water ski. So we were always busy doing that. We played softball in our early years, and always something to do.
What about you, Luann?
Well, our story is real similar to Frida's in that we had a pontoon boat, and it fit all 12 of us, grandkids and everything.
Wow.
So we also used to go to Eagle Mountain and go tubing and skiing and lots of water in our lives. And the kids were raised on the lake. So but we've also been busy all our life. We used to take long walks. We used to travel some, and things were pretty quick. The hours in the day went by quick. We would babysit our grandkids a lot while the kids went traveling, and loved every minute of that.
How long have you and Mark been married?
Almost 48 years.
Wow.
Yes.
What about you and Don?
We've been married 35 years.
35 years.
We married very, very young. So. 18.
When did you first notice that something was changing?
We actually went to a wedding, and not to indulge too much information, but after the wedding, we were walking to the car, and there was a police on duty, and he was watching Mark walk, and Mark was gating a little bit. That right leg was dragging somewhat, and he had just this strange gait. And he said, "I'm sorry, sir, but you are not going to be able to drive home." He was perfectly fine, but I drove home. That was 2018, and then after that, he had a small tremor. That's when we went to the neurologist.
Don had knee replacement surgery in 2011, and in the recovery, it didn't go as well as they thought it would go, and he started walking what I called weird then, but it was that gait. And our primary care doctor referred us to a neurologist, and he had Don walk down the hall and come back, and he said, "Yes, you have Parkinson's."
Was there a moment that when it hit that you were just no longer like his wife, you're also his caregiver now? What was that moment like?
A bit overwhelming and kind of sad, because I knew that life was going to change. It wasn't going to be just carefree, run and play and have a good time, that there were some serious things and some serious decisions that we were going to have to make.
Same here. Things like mowing the lawn. Mark always mowed the lawn, but then there was a few accidents with the lawnmower, and so I knew things were starting to change, that my duties were going to be expanded somewhat. And then, of course, the driving the vehicle. That was soon after that, because their quickness was not there. So definitely had to make changes with that. I'm just happy that he agreed with me and didn't put up a fight, or safety first.
I think we're both fortunate in that area that Don gave up driving many years ago, because he knew that his quickness, reflexes were not what they used to be, and he didn't want to. He said he never really cared about, he didn't think about putting himself in danger. He just said, well, put anybody else in danger.
We're very blessed with that.
Yes, we are.
Very.
Let's talk about the day-to-day. So what does your day look like now today? What's a normal day now look like for you?
get up in the morning, help him get dressed, and help him get downstairs, get medicine out for him to take, and get breakfast fixed, and just got to make sure he's set and steady and ready to go for the day. A whole lot more work than it used to be.
Yeah, it's same here. It starts out in the morning. You just want to make sure he gets out of bed by himself because things have gotten a lot slower. So between that, helping him shower, same thing with meals, obviously, clean up, meds, everything. You know, watch him throughout the day.
Right.
Make sure he doesn't fall and doesn't tell me he's fallen or things like that. Even though we have a pendant, we have hearing aids that alert me when he's fallen, which is very, very nice. Yeah, just a lot of watching.
Is there anyone else in your home? Is it just you and him?
Just the two.
And you too, Frida?
Just the two of us and our cat.
Because y'all are two little ladies and your husbands are tall, big men. I don't know how y'all, when they fall. I've been here when Mark has taken a fall, yeah.
Yeah,
That's scary.
you learn, you
Yeah.
have to learn ways to safely pick them up. And if you can't do it, then you call somebody.
Yeah, you call for help.
I have great neighbors.
So do I.
How do you take care of yourself? What do you do? What does Frida do for herself to keep her going?
Make sure I stay healthy because if I don't take care of my health, I can't take care of Doc. And I make sure that I take time for myself. I love to run. I do a lot of walk run, I can do it in my neighborhood so that I can stop by the house and check on him and not leave him for too long. I do weights. I work in my yard. I love plants, love flowers, and work in my yard a lot. That to me is very, very relaxing and makes me feel.
About you, Luann?
That's one thing that I think is very important. I can't say that I take care of myself real well, but I'm learning even at a later stage. I just started having some back issues, and I've been going to the chiropractor since June, I guess. And I think that was just stress that builds up in your
Yes.
spine. And so I'm learning a little more as I go. Maybe a little too late, but I am trying. Yeah, emotionally, it takes a toll on you. There is such a thing as caregiver. I forgot the terminology. but
Caregiver burnout.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
it will happen.
It does.
It will happen. That's just normal.
Right. Well, we've been on this journey since 2013, so it took me a while to start realizing I needed to take care of myself, and now I'm consciously doing it. So it's a learning curve, I think, in the whole process.
Yeah, you focus all of your attention on your spouse, which is the way it's supposed to be, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Me either.
However, you do need to kind of reset and realize you've got to take care of yourself.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, what's going to happen to him?
What has this journey taught you about love and strength?
That you're very blessed when you have family that rallies around you, regardless of what the situation is, good, bad, indifferent, because sometimes things are not very pretty, And that every morning you get up, it's a new day, it's a fresh start, and you just take it like one moment at a time sometimes and try to be in the moment. Try not to concentrate on too much of what's out there. Try not to, and here I say, try not to worry too much, but try to stay in the moment and enjoy the little things in life.
That's good. That's perfect. Being married for almost 48 years, your love will prevail over everything.
That's right. It does.
You don't stay with someone for that long if you don't love, take care of them as much as you can. But I trust in God a lot in everything all day long because I have to, and He gives me the strength that I need to get through the day. So,
Amen.
yeah, and family, friends. My kids are well aware of everything, and they check on us, and they couldn't be more supportive to us.
How has Parkinson's changed your marriage?
Well, Luann probably the same way. Kind of old-fashioned in that the husband is the head of the house and he's the one who's in charge and kind of leads everything. And now that's kind of reversed in that there's so many things that I take care of and do now that Dawn always did but's not able to do now. And it changes the dynamics a lot in one that it frustrates him a lot that he can't do the things that I've always done that. I understand, but you can't, And that takes a lot of adjusting.
Yeah. You find yourself being more of a mother figure. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Mark used to be very quick with mechanical everything. He still has a great memory. But there are certain things that simple things that he just can't do. And cognitively, it's tough for him to think what the answer is. He would never want it to be this way, but it's frustrating to me and frustrating to him too. So we just try to do our best. I try to do my best.
What message would you share with another caregiver listening right now?
Try to, as I said earlier, stay in the moment. Don't be too hard on yourself. Like Luann says, we do the best that we can do. If you need help, reach out to somebody. If you just need to talk to somebody, call, text, reach out to somebody you trust. And again, don't be too hard on yourself.
Yeah, that's totally agree. I think what's helped me through this journey is the doctors do their best. They do the medically prescriptions and everything, but the other parts about when you need a wheelchair, when you need somewhere to turn to. I belong to 2 or 3 Facebook pages, and I have found more help through those sites than my doctor has ever given.
I agree.
You need that support. You need to plan and look ahead. Yeah, I've learned a whole lot.
Yeah, it doesn't always have to be a person. There's a lot of Facebook page groups for caregivers of Parkinson's that they have libraries of stuff that you can go and read that people have posted about all kinds of things that can help you make things a little bit better.
And this, you doing this is so good because the support groups around here are not available. Dallas has some, I understand, but Fort Worth needs something, and this is the perfect resource for those that are going through this.
Frida, tell us a little bit about that, because we want her to kind of lead the support group gatherings that we want to start here at Punching Out Parkinson's.
We're going to start one here at Punching Out Parkinson's, working with a nonprofit called Parkinson's Discovery Institute, and that's one of the things that they want to accomplish is to reach out and make a difference and bring together the caregivers because they know that's what's lacking here in Tarrant County. I agree with you that here in Tarrant County, there's not a lot of resources for caregivers of Parkinson's. And on November 13th, we're going to have our first meeting to try to gather caregivers and make a plan for 2026 to have regular support groups for caregivers of people who have Parkinson's.
So we're going to do that here at the gym. We're thinking around like 10 a.m. And so we want to just invite everybody. We're going to try to get all the caregivers here at Punching Out Parkinson's and have our first one.
Right.
And get that started. So
that's a great idea.
Yeah. Well, ladies, is there anything else you want to share before we wrap up?
I would say don't give up. Take one day at a time. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to your person. But be kind to yourself, too.
Hang in there.
That's right. Don't give up.
Hang in there.
Thank y'all for stopping by today and doing this. If you want to follow all things at Punching Out Parkinson's and where we're going to have our support group gathering, we have an Instagram, Facebook, website. It's all Punching Out Parkinson's. The website's punchingoutparkinsons.org. The YouTube page is Punching Out Parkinson's, and we just thank everyone for listening today.